Takes low for ball 2. Got a 2-1 count. Dawson Chambers on the mound for the Maroon Devils. And outside once again, so falling behind 3-1, 3-1 on the count. And I believe he was taken all the way for strike 2. Full count now. Payoff pitch. He gets the sign. 3-2 curveball and no action. It was off the plate, and Barley is on first base. Murphy has a runner on with no outs, top of the first. Coach Klontz down at third base giving some signs. Number 2 hitter up is Jeremiah Clark, second baseman for Murphy. Bunt. Good bunt. Yes, good bunt. Good play. Good play. Bunt down third. Dawson came off the mound. He was making a running throw back to first base. Off balance throw for out number 1. And Murphy executes. Get a runner at second base. With number 13 coming up, Joey Curry, senior, who is pitching today. And he hits a shot deep into left field. It's going to be hit the bottom of the fence. And he's rounding first, going for, looks like it's going to be just a stand-up double. And Barley scores easy from second. So Murphy takes an early 1-0 lead. And he jumped all over that first pitch. So I'm sure he was thinking that he's going to try to get ahead, get a ball out over the plate, and he got what he wanted. And first pitch swing again. Got a single into right, and Curry rounds third. He's going to score. It's a little closer than you thought. And the runner stays at first. That was Royce Peterson there, the shortstop for Murphy. So Murphy's up 2-0, and runner on first, and coming to the plate is Garrett Clapsaddle. He's going to be DHing today for the first baseman, Chase Roberts. And first pitch swinging again. And fouls one off behind the first base dugout. Garrett is just a freshman. Throw to first just to make sure everybody's paying attention. And the stretch, and he nubs one off the end of the bat for a single. Gets by Gage at shortstop, but it was back up the middle. Didn't get a whole lot of it, but he got enough of it to get it through the infield. Gage actually fielded it out in the grass not too far. So they got runners. Murphy has runners at first and second with one out. And coming to the plate is Nathan Barley, senior, that's going to be doing the catching. First pitch swinging. And Gage throws a little wild at first, and everybody's running. So we got a ground ball to shortstop. Throw to first was a little bit wide. And that was Jake Waldrop at first that did a good job. Just get a glove on it, but had to track it down, so everybody moved up a base. So we got runners at second and third. Murphy scores yet another run. And ball's up and in for ball one. This is Caleb Irwin batting. Right fielder, senior. Murphy has about 7 seniors in their lineup today. Obviously, they played for a state championship last year, lost to Whiteville. And a lot of those kids coming back for their senior year and certainly in a good situation being undefeated this year. Gets a high call, strike one. Didn't like it much. And a curveball hangs, and it's down the left field line. And he tries to stretch that single into a double and called out at second base for out number 2. 2-run score. So with 2 outs, Travis Seabolt will step to the plate. Travis is a senior playing third base today. And we got a softball on the field, so everybody's getting time. And 5 runs across with 2 outs. And Travis swings at a curveball for strike 1. Strike 2. And Dawson's pitching ahead here. Curveball in the dirt. Ian makes a good block just to make sure it doesn't go to the backstop if he's swinging. Good piece of hit. Just playing pepper. And throw to first is over the head of Jake Waldroop. Hunter Call trying to make something happen there, but and Seabolt's on first base with a single to right. Good job. Behind in the count 1-2 and sharp single into right field. And Murphy's just hitting them where we aren't. That's for sure. Left-hander Luke Garrett, who is a senior right fielder, swings at the first pitch and just hits a little nubber that off the end of the bat over third baseman Damian Lossy, and just everything's working for Murphy right now. So back to the leadoff now. Lucas Barley takes a call strike. And if they're going to get that big of a lead, they're going to have to swing at some lousy pitches. He didn't like the first one, and the second one looked better. But we're at a 1-1 count, so I guess both of them were correct. Nobody. And Gage backhands and throws to first base in time to get Lucas Barley. So Murphy bats 10 in the first inning and scores 5 runs and takes a 5-0 lead with Swain coming in to bat in the bottom of the first. Okay. And back to the bottom of the first, and Ian Brooks swings at the first pitch and fouls it off. Joey Curry on the mound for the Bulldogs, and Curry, fantastic quarterback, fantastic baseball player. Has a brother that is catching and DHing at Georgia, University of Georgia Bulldogs. And we got low for ball one. Looks like he's got a good fastball. And Brooks grounds sharply to second base, takes a rough hop. That's going to be an E4. So Brooks is on first base with sharply hit. Okay, up to the plate now for Swain, getting the signals. Gage Southards. Brooks liable to take off. Gage squares to bunt, takes a curveball up and in. Heading the count 1-0. And fastball in for strike one. Wasn't squaring then, so we got a 1-1 count now. May put it back on. We'll see. Good pitch to run on. Wow. A liner in the dugout. I believe it caught him right in the back. That was number 21 for Murphy there, Jesse Capehart, freshman. I believe he's okay. He's back sitting on the bench and getting some seeds, so I believe he's fine. And counts 1-2 now to Gage Southards. Little dribbler up the first baseline, foul ball. Brooks was running on the count, so we'll just do it over again now. 1-2 again. 2-2 pitch. And fastball, a little out. Looks like he's doing a pretty good job of hitting his spots. That's where the catcher sat up, and it may have been a little high too. But full count, and swing and a miss, strike three. And Brooks steals second, and high throw is off the shortstop's glove, and Brooks goes to third base. So with one out, we have a runner at third. Coming to the plate is Hunter Call. So a couple of errors early for Murphy. That was a little bit of a high throw from the catcher. He's got a strong arm, but just had a high throw. And he is feeding fastballs in there right now. Heading the count 1-2. And he's on the mound ready to throw. And fastball fouled off out of play behind the first base dugout. And I'm guessing another fastball. And Dawson's battling. He's going to get another one. Yeah, he's not wasting any time. Nope, curveball down in the dirt. So 2-2. Curry steps on the mound. He's ready to go. Fastball low for ball three. All right, we got a full count. Payoff pitch coming. And swing and a miss. Fastball low and away for out number three. And at the end of one, it's Murphy 5 and the Maroon Devils 1. And we're back live at Swain High Stadium. Top of the second for the Murphy Bulldogs, and Jeremiah Clark is going to be in the play. And we have a high pop fly that's I don't think Ian picked it up real well, and then by the time he got back there to it, he wasn't able to make the play. The dugout was hiding the play from us, so we didn't see what happened back there. Nevertheless, Royce Peterson swings it one up around his shoulders, fouls it off into the fence. So Dawson is up in the count 0-2. And Murphy has some free swingers in there. Dawson steps off. And we'll do it all over again. So 0-2 to the cleanup hitter, Royce Peterson. And a ground ball back up the middle. It's going to plate Clark. And Breyer throws it into the cutoff, and Peterson has an RBI. So that's 2 for him and 2 singles. And good play by Damian Lossy. What hands, I'm telling you. That was a tough play. Second hop bounced right in towards his shoulder, and he fielded it cleanly, made the throw. Very good play. However, Clapsaddle scores, and Murphy gets their 8th run of the day. So we have nobody on and 2 outs, and now batting for Murphy is Caleb Irwin, senior right fielder. Takes call strike 1. And swing and a miss at a curveball down. Completely fooled. Just got out way out on his front foot. So we're ahead 0-2. And swing and a miss for strike 3. So that ends the inning for Murphy there in the top of the second. Going into the bottom of the second, it's 8-0, and this 8-1. I'm sorry, yeah, and it's 8-1 in the bottom of going into the bottom of the second. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Briar Yance, Curry on the mound for Murphy. Start him off with a fastball. Got another fastball, and he's ahead in the count 0-2. Fouled it off down the right field line. Beautiful day for baseball. Weather's nice, sun's out, and Briar's hanging in there. Fouled one off the batting cage down there. Still 0-2 in the count. All right, Curry's on the mound and Briar's in the batter's box. 0-2 pitch for a curveball. Gets a fastball in on the hands, fights it off. Still alive. Count's still 2-2. little off-speed pitch there, so count goes full to Damian Lossy, who has had a real good at-bat here, fouled off a couple of tough pitches. And still hanging in there. Gets a high fastball, fouls it straight back. And we'll get another 3-2 pitch. And, whoa, there goes the light. Shattered. Well, that's going to happen. Good job by Damian. He is fighting. He's fought off some good pitches by the senior Curry. And we'll do it again here. Full count. And fastball for strike 3. Well, he fought hard and he saw a lot of pitches, and Curry eventually slipped a fastball by him. I don't know if Damian thought it wasn't a strike or what, but he didn't like it, and obviously. All right, now coming to the plate for Swain is number 15, Jesse Waldrop. Behind in the count 1 and fouls the second pitch off. 0-2. And Curry, he likes to work hard. They're going to have to ask for time or try to get him at least out of his rhythm. He is steaming. And a fastball up and in. Just throws it by him for out number 3. So Swain, no runs, no hits, no errors in the bottom of the second. And the score after 2 is Murphy and Swain 1. The curveball for strike 1, a ground ball to third base on the next pitch, and Damian is having a real day at third base. Gets a high chopper this time and waits on it. Good hands, throws to first in time to put Seabolt back in the dugout. So we have 1 out, nobody on. And Luke Garrett is at the plate. Number 9 hitter, and takes the pitch into center field for a single. Murphy swings the bat pretty well. And time's called. Coach Schuler's taking a trip out to the mound. Okay, looks like we got a pitching change. Looks like Lossy's going to get a shot at it right here. That's who the ball was given to, and he's, yes, going to the mound for a few warm-up pitches. So we're going to bring in freshman Damian Lossy, and it looks like Dawson's just going to go to third base, I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. So as Murphy starts their third trip through the lineup in his mini innings, Swain's going to bring in a new pitcher. Okay. And back to the top of the lineup, Lucas Barley for Murphy. He is a junior center fielder. Okay, ball gets in the dirt. Ian scrambles to get it before any base runner advances. So counts 0-1. And in there for call strike one. So now Damien, he can relax and find that mitt and hit it a few times into his stretch. And strike two. Two fastballs in a row. And he must be hitting that outside corner. Barley's looking for something in her half. And he goes outside once again with Ian Brooks, the catcher. And a shot back up the middle into right center field. He's going to have two out of it. Doesn't go to the fence, but it's deep enough to where they had to cut it off, and Barley was into second standing up. Garrett goes to third, and Barley's at second, so we got two runners in scoring position, and Jeremiah Clark up to the plate. First pitch, foul ball off the foot. And umpire takes a slow walk out to give the ball to Damien. And they've had a little word or two just to allow Clark to shake that foot off, and he's in the plate. And up and in for ball one. Counts 1-1. And down low for ball two. Big lead at second. Probably a little high. That's a tall kid batting, but I guess he deemed it high. And the 3-1 pitch. High for ball four. So we got bases loaded. And the number 3 hitter and pitcher for Murphy, Joey Curry, coming to the plate. Damien, he can't find what he's comfortable with. He's one pitch he threw out of the windup, and then he started stretching, so now he's back to stretching. We'll see what happens there. Over the plate for strike one. And good pitch there, and Curry's in the hole 0-2. fouls it off straight back. Damien's got a good curveball. I've seen him throw it before. 0-2, and the pitch. Fastball in the dirt. Good job by Ian Brooks blocking that one up, keeping it in front of him. Counts 1-2, and the pitch. Sharp ball to Southers. He goes to second for 1. And Hammonds thinks about first. Curry was down the line, so he just holds it and makes sure the runner on second doesn't go around to score. So Murphy gets 1 on the ground out. Curry's at first. Lucas Barley's at third, and up to the plate now, the cleanup hitter, Royce Peterson. Number 2, he's a senior playing shortstop for Murphy. And Damien gives a look, steps off the rubber, and just looks to first. I don't think he's running. And he's not. Takes inside for ball 1. Into his stretch, and there goes Curry now. In for strike 1. So no throw to second. Weren't worried about him. Now they'll concentrate and get the out at first. And ball in the dirt. And Ian blocks it up, but he takes a little stroll out to the mound and just shakes out the cobwebs. Peterson in the bat. And a high fly ball to infield. Could be anybody's. Oh, geez. And just fell in the grass. Well, nobody took charge, and that's what happens. So get a fly ball in the grass in the infield, 2-run score. And Peterson's on first base with 2 outs. Foul ball out of play. Murphy's free swinging now. Not many pitches they've just let go by unless they just planned on taking them to begin with. And another foul ball out of play. Batting for Murphy in the hole 0-2 is Garrett Clapsaddle, freshman. 0-2 pitch. A little outside. For ball 1. And comes inside with a good fastball. Evens count 2-2. And a pitch. A little high. Tried to take something off, and we've gone full now. So payoff pitch is coming. Runner will be running from first base. 2 outs. And a ground ball to third, and Chambers makes the throw to first. Not in time. Ball gets away at first, and had a little trouble fielding it and pulling it out of his glove, and I think that kind of made him rush a little. And Murphy ends up second, third. Claps it on Peterson on third with 2 outs. Play is Nathan. Call strike 1. Murphy. And ball that is play. Territory foul number 3. So a 2.5 inning, which one going to be has an 11-1 lead. Uh-huh. Okay, we're back at him now as Swain comes up in the bottom of the crease already into his swing and a miss, strike one for Drew. Okay, we got an 0-1 count, wind up. And pitch down in the dirt. Now we got a 1-1 count up. And I thought so. Pitch was inside. I think Jake was just bringing the bat through, but it is a strike. Bat through, so he's in the hole 1 and 2. And swing and a miss at a fastball on the letters. Couldn't catch up to it there. One away. Bottom of the third, and Daniel Ammons will be coming to the plate. Daniel Jr. playing second base. Had a couple of days against Robbinsville yesterday to keep any runs from scoring. And he falls behind 2. And lines a good catch. Left fielder, let's see who that is. Let's give him some credit there. Luke Garrett made a great catch out there in the outfield. Coming on a dying line drive out there in left field, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And this gets us back to the top of the order where Ian Brooks will be batting. Ian reached base on an error his first at bat and eventually scored Swain's only run of the game. Swings and fouls one off for strike 1. And a good line shot through the right side into right field for a base hit. And Ian's on first base with 2 outs. Technically, the no-hitter is gone for Curry. And Ian with a sharp single by the second baseman. Diving second baseman, as a matter of fact. Gage takes in there for strike 1. And don't know if they had a hit and run on, but Gage delivers perfectly right through the right side again. And Ian was running, so with runners at the corner now, Swain's making some noise with 2 outs. Hunter Call coming to the plate. Murphy makes their defensive calls, and Coach Schuler gives his signs at the third base coaching box. So let's see if anybody's got anything on. And Call swings at the first pitch. Foul ball off the screen. And I'm sure Gage probably won't be running. Down 11-1. He's thrown some pitches in the dirt, and maybe we're going to take a shot at and long fly ball and misjudged by the center fielder out. His son could have gotten his eyes. There's no telling, but Swain scores 2 runs, and we'll take them. Good job by Hunter. Good contact. Drives one into deep center field, into right center maybe. And I don't think the center fielder saw it real well. So Hunter's on second base with a couple of RBIs and 2 runs plate for Swain. And Dawson with a sharp ground ball to shortstop. throws to first in time for out number 3. But Swain scored 2 runs on 3 hits and no Murphy errors. Okay, and from the top of the 4th, leading things off for Murphy is Caleb Irwin, right fielder, senior. And starts off with a ball inside. Damian coming back for his 2nd inning of work. And takes low for ball 2. In there for call strike 1. And Damian's ready to go. And great play. Dawson with a backhand at third base. Hits sharply, backhands it, and makes the throw for out number 1. So third base is the place to be today for making plays. They've had a lot of chances, and Dawson comes up cleanly with that one for out number 1. Brings up Travis Seabolt. And hitting 8th in the Murphy lineup. And takes upstairs for ball 1. A little bit outside for ball 2. And in there for strike 1. Damian, as a freshman, you just like to see him. He's going to compete. He's got a lot of pride in what he does, and he is really pitching a good job. And we got a good shot to the right center field gap. And with a stand-up double is Travis Seabolt. Did a good job. Just went with the pitch. Didn't try to do anything special, and good contact. And coming to bat now is Luke Garrett, number 9 hitter for Murphy. Outside for ball 1. If I'm not mistaken, he's the only left-hander in their lineup. And low and away for ball 2. Seabolt with a big lead. Gage trying to hold him on. And looks like it's going to be out there towards Breyer. Breyer makes the catch, and runner started to tag and thought better of it, and probably a good idea. So with 2 outs, we're back to the top of the order. And Lucas Barley, the junior of the 2 Barley brothers, takes strike 1. And Damian Lossey's ahead in the count. Pitch away. Evens the count at 1-1. Good block by Ian. Saves the base. And Seabolt's still at second. Counts 2-1. And outside again for 3-1 in the count. Going to be selective, leadoff hitter. You don't mind getting 2 strikes, and he takes strike 2. He was taken all the way right there, making Damian throw him 2 in a row. And payoff pitch. And a sharp single into left center field by shortstop. And he's in at second base, standing up with a double. That's just getting out of the batter's box there. That ball was hit to left center field. Outfielders made a play on it, but he got a good jump out of the box, as well your leadoff man should do, and was rewarded with an RBI double. So we have 2 outs and Lucas Barley at second base. And Jeremiah Clark up. Takes call strike 1. Ball down low. Evens count 1-1. Like to get Clark out. Got Curry on deck, so in there for call strike 2. Let's let Curry lead off an inning. So Lossey ahead in the count. 1-2. And we got a slow ground ball to Gage at shortstop and in time at first base for out number 3. Good play by Gage. Didn't have a, if he had hesitated any longer, Clark would have beat it. He was coming out of the box pretty good. So at the middle of the 4th inning, Murphy 12, Swain 3. Okay, and we're starting off in the bottom of the fourth with Briar Yance at the plate. Call strike one as Curry gets ahead in the count. Briar looked like he was taking all the way. Just wanting him to throw one and maybe measure one up. So we'll see what happens. Curveball in the dirt. Evens count 1-1. Murphy playing about regular. Center fielder's in a little shallow. And Briar just wakes him up and hits him one. So right in front of him for a single. And Swain's got their leadoff man on. And Damian Lossy coming to the plate. All right, nobody out. Runner at first, and Swain needs to move him on around. Damian swinging at an off speed. Fouls it back into the fence. Tries to go up and in on Damian. 2-0 the count, or excuse me, 1-1 the count. And a little curveball hits him. And Damian jogs down to first base. So we got runners at first and second now with nobody out. Coming to the plate is Jesse Waldrop as Coach Klontz calls time and takes a trip to the mound. Meeting with just the pitcher and catcher. I'm sure he talking about maybe pitch selection there with the freshman. Seems like they're talking about just a little bit of miscommunication between the pitcher and the catcher. Okay, hopefully they talked about what they needed to, and Jesse Waldrop's at the batter's box. And in there for strike one. Curry into his stretch now with runners at first and second. First base not being held on. First baseman playing up just in case of a bunt. I don't know what that was. Catcher's waving his arms in there as Curry's starting his deliver. And he threw a curveball for strike, for a ball. And goes with a fastball. Waldrop trying to catch up with it to no avail, so counts 2-2. And another fastball for strike three and out number one. And we got Jake Waldrop coming up now. With one out, Jake Waldrop at the plate. From here, it looks like he's almost standing on the plate, but I'm sure he's off of it a little bit. Murphy's just got a play on there, and they throw it out to the outfield. So he doesn't have to throw that one once he makes an attempt, but Curry lets it go, and it just kind of rolls out towards center field. So center fielder had to come make a play and get it back in. Briar goes to third, and Damian moves to second. Strike one on Jake Waldrop. Curry's going out of his windup, so they're going to give a run up if they can get an out on a ground ball. One and one the count. And low and in the dirt for ball two. Looks like the infield's in except for the shortstop. So I don't know what they're going to try to do there. Shortstop's going to get an out at first base, I'm sure. Second base, if he gets a shot, maybe he'll come to the plate. Corners are in. And swing and a miss for strike three. And out number two. So Swain still has runners at second and third. And coming to the plate, number 9 hitter, Daniel Ammons. Got a chance for a couple RBIs. And Curry's giving them that fastball again now. Just a steady dose almost. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And throws one up and away just to see if Ammons would offer. Count goes 1-2. Ball low and away, 2-2. And here probably comes another fastball. And there it is. Strike three. And Murphy's out of the inning after the first two runners get on. And Curry strikes out the side for no runs. And Swain still trails at the bottom or at the top of the fifth inning. 12-3. We'll be right back. Whoever's batting, they're hitting, aren't they? Hey, Coach. Yeah. Okay, to lead off the top of the fifth, you got the pitcher from Murphy, Joey Curry. And takes call strike one. Lossy still on the mound for Swain, doing a good job. And Curry gets a hit of one and fouls it down the left field line. Kind of off the end of the bat there. No timing was off. And he's behind in the count 0-2. So Lossy's and gets him a high fly ball. Maybe out of play. Looks like it's going to be just by a few feet down the left field line. So we stay 0-2. And pitch is on its way. Curry nubs one, and Breyer looks like he's got a track on it and makes the catch for out number one. Curry was out in front of just about every one of those pitches there. Took strike one, and then 3 pitches later, he nubs one out there to center field, and Breyer takes care of it. So 1 out. Royce Peterson to the plate. In there for call strike one. And Damian, the more he works, the more settled in he looks. I'm telling you, he's got a good look on his face, and he is pitching well. And gets a good call strike, too. So that helps a young pitcher too, especially against a senior lineup. 0-2 pitch is on its way. Tries a curveball in the dirt. And Peterson was having nothing to do with it. So the 1-2 pitch. And ground ball between short and third. In for a single. So Murphy has a runner on with one out. Coming to the plate is Garrett Clapsaddle. And he gets the signs. Dawson in for playing bunt depth. He was up on the grass. Let's see what happens. Garrett takes ball one outside. See what happens again. Chambers still up. And swinging and right by the third baseman Chambers. Two singles right by third baseman Dustin Chambers. Excuse me, Dawson Chambers. And we've got Nathan Barley, senior catcher, at the plate. Takes high for ball one. And he hits a shot into the left center field gap, and it is out of here for a home run. 3-run homer by Nathan Barley. That ball didn't sound like he hit it that good, but it traveled. There's no doubt about that. Three-run homer for Nathan Barley. Coming to the plate is Caleb Irwin. And that's all right. Damien, just keep pitching. He's doing good. Starts him off and gets ahead in the count, 0-1. I don't think much phases Damien out there. That's good. He just keeps battling. Outside for ball one. Evens the count. And he's hammering that outside corner for strike two. Irwin's behind in the count. Takes low, ball two. 2-2 the count. And Lossy gets the sign. And good play there on a line drive to shortstop. Gage makes the play on a backhand and catches a line drive in the air for out number two. Brings Travis Seabolt to the plate again. And hits a fly ball down the right field line. Just in no man's land. I don't think anybody could get to it there. Hunter Call gave it a good chase, and Daniel Ammons. So we're ahead in the count. And deep shot out in center field, and over the head. It's going to be off the short hops the fence there for a double for Seabolt. So back-to-back doubles for the number 8 hitter for Murphy. I think Breyer thought it was going to be a little bit deeper. I don't know if anybody was talking to him or anything about the fence, but he had a couple more steps he could have gone, but that was a tough play out there. There's a line shot and right to the bottom of the fence. And there we go. And Damien just keeps on throwing. He's got a 1-1 count on the number 9 hitter, Luke Garrett. Outside for ball 2. That's all you can do in a game like this is just keep throwing, and hopefully we'll catch enough of them. They're hitting the ball pretty well. Murphy's got a good hitting team. And a ground ball to short. Gage comes up with it, makes the throw for out number 3. But a 3-run homer by Nathan Barley gives the Murphy Bulldogs 3 more runs and a 15-3 lead going into the bottom of the 5th for Swain. Okay, and welcome back as we start the bottom of the 5th, and Ian Brooks at the plate swings at a fastball and fouls it straight back for strike 1. Curry's going to work with that fastball again as he has in the previous innings. And another foul ball, strike 2. And Ian knows he's going to try to get ahead with that fastball. And a little curveball stays up and in. You can't just feed Ian fastballs. He'll hit that pitch. And tries to go upstairs. A little too high. 2-2 evens the count. And we got a battle on our hands here. And fly ball into right field for out number 1. And coming to the plate is Gage Southards now with nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. And foul ball out of play. And same thing, same results. Fastball, foul ball out in the right field area or behind the first base dugout. Lots of balls over that bank. And Gage hits a curveball to shortstop, and he bobbles and cannot make the play. So Gage is on with an E6. Hunter Call stepping into the plate. One out. Can't take any chances on the bases right now. We need 2 or 3 runs to keep it alive. Foul ball into the softball playing field. Hunter Call at the plate, down 0-1 in the count. And Gage has just a little bit of a lead over there. Takes high for ball 1. And Curry with the stretch. Yeah. When we hit the spot, he must have been outside as ball 2 or 2-1 to call. And Hunter Call turns on one into right field. Right fielder has a little trouble, but you can't try to make third on that. That was a little too short, and Hunter with a good at-bat right there. Good piece of hitting. And that brings up Dawson Chambers with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Curry in the stretch and single down the right field line. That's going to plate 1, and Hunter's going to come to third. So Dawson with an RBI single. And Curry tried to get that fastball by him, and Call with a good at-bat. Line shot single right over the first baseman's head down into the right field line area. And we got Briar Yance coming to the plate now. 1 out. I don't think Swain will be running here, but you never know. And Briar hits the first pitch. Oh, that's going to be a good shot. Oh, center fielder made a beautiful catch. Beautiful catch. That was a dandy is what that was. Dawson was standing at second, running all the way, and he just made a great over-the-shoulder running catch back towards the fence. Briar with a sac fly and an RBI plates Hunter Call. And with 2 outs, and Damian Lossy coming to the plate, and Swain needs 1 more to keep this thing alive. In there for strike 1. And up and way in there. Damian doesn't even flinch, though. He's okay. 2-0 the count. And coming out of his shoes with that swing. He was hoping to hit one up there where the cars and the buses park. Oh, good job. Counts 2-1. He's still in charge up there at the plate. And catcher sets up outside. Did I miss a strike? I must have. Okay, yeah. Yes, I did. And so he gets called out, strike number 3. So the final score is Murphy 15 and Swain 5. We'll be back Thursday again for Hiawassee Dam at Swain. It'll be senior night. It should be a good night, so all fans come out and see us play there. And Swain is still bidding for a playoff spot. Maroon Devil Network, folks. We're glad you tune in, and we hope to see you again on Thursday. Final score, Murphy 15 and Swain 5.